Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen, and I'm back from my brief sabbatical, my little vacation. I'm so happy and excited to jump back into these live streams with you and to talk about your career in the dental industry. So, today's topic, we are listing out 20 skills every dental assistant should have. So, I love completing streams like these because, it's really great for any dental assistant, whether you are just breaking into dental assisting, whether you've been a dental assistant for a while, because, again, we're listing out some crucial dental assisting skills that you need. So, it's the stream is great for anyone who's trying to polish up their resume. Maybe you're not quite sure, what skills to include on your resume, what to focus on. So, this is a great stream for you. If you are looking to become better at dental assisting, this is a great way to professionally develop, really kind of assess the skills that you need and kind of compare them with the skills that you already have so you can focus on, or so that you know what to focus on and where to develop. Or if you are deciding on a career in the dental industry, you want to enter the dental industry, but you're not quite sure what position, and you're trying to figure out, how you would fit well in a dental office, then this is great information as well because you can kind of think about, again, what skills you possess and maybe determine whether or not you'd be a great fit as a dental assistant. Okay, so I love doing streams like this, and I'm happy that this is the first one I'm doing as I'm coming back from vacation. So, and happy to see all of you on this awesome Wednesday. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. But before we dive too deeply into that, just want to remind everyone that Princess Dental Staffing is a dental job board, online dental job board, and they have positions available for dental front office, dental hygienists, dentists, and yes, dental assistants in a variety of different areas. We've got full-time and part-time and temporary and permanent roles. So hop on to princessdentalstaffing.com today, see what positions they have available in your area. Also on princessdentalstaffing.com, you can create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers, hopefully with some of the information that we are bringing you today if you're a dental assistant. You can also check out their blog, which covers a lot of the information that we cover in these live streams as well. And if you are a potential employer looking to fill positions for dental assistants or other dental professionals, you can also reach out to Princess Dental Staffing directly on their website, princessdentalstaffing.com. You can find their phone number, email address, and you can chat live as well. Okay. And going back a little bit, speaking of these live streams, each week Princess Dental Staffing brings you a new live stream covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page, subscribe to our channel. If you like the content we're bringing you, drop us a like. And if you have anything to contribute to the conversation or any questions or thoughts or insights that you may have, be sure to comment below. Okay. All righty. So now, talking about dental assisting. So, being a dental assistant requires both hard and soft skills. So, quick refresh, quick reminder if you don't really remember what the difference between hard skills and soft skills are. Hard skills, or sometimes called technical skills, are skills that are easily teachable, easily trainable, easily testable. Okay, so those are going to be your things like testing your ability to work within certain computer systems or computer skills altogether, your knowledge of dentistry and dental terminology and those sorts of things. Your soft skills are going to be your skills that are a little bit harder to test. They're generally harder to test. And they're usually sort of personality traits. They tend to be a little bit more personality based, such as things like, communication skills, interpersonal skills, and the like. Okay. And to be a dental assistant, you definitely need both hard and soft skills. Okay, because it is a technical field, but you're also working quite a bit with the public as well, which really means that you need to have personality-based skills such as interpersonal skills, communications, and those sorts of things. But we'll dive a little bit deeper into that in just a moment. First, let's start off by talking about what a dental assistant does. Okay, so let's just give in a nutshell some of the duties that are routinely completed by dental assistants. Now, of course, this is going to change a little bit depending on the office, the practice, where you're working. Um, It's going to change a little bit, but this is kind of a great overall view, kind of in a nutshell, what dental assistants can be expected to do. Okay. So, again, great information if you are ramping up your resume or if you're making decisions on, what career you want in the dental industry. Great information for you. So, pay attention. Okay. So, what does a dental assistant do? Patient preparation. So, they usually prepare treatment rooms for patient visits, ensuring that the rooms are clean, sterilized, and well organized. Assisting the dentist, and that includes things such as passing instruments, holding equipment, and providing support to ensure efficient and safe dental treatments. Taking patient history. So you may have to interview the patient and gather information about their dental history, allergies, current health conditions, maybe medications they're taking, and all of those sorts of things. Taking x-rays. So they operate and position dental x-ray machines to capture images of patients' teeth and jaws for diagnostic purposes. Sterilizing equipment as well. So sterilizing and maintaining dental instruments and equipment to help prevent like cross contamination and control infectious disease and those sorts of things. Education or educating patients as well. So basically, they can be tasked with providing patients with information on oral hygiene instructions, information about post-treatment care, depending on what they're at the dentist for that day, and they may also answer questions about dental procedures as well. Record keeping. So after they interview patients, about their, medical dental background, they usually maintain patient records as well. That might be, that might be digitally or manually. It just depends on the office. But definitely have to update the patient records with things like treatment details, x-rays, and other relevant information. Instrument handling. So properly handling and passing dental instruments to the dentist during procedures. It's a crucial task to ensure smooth workflow. Okay, so really, really important. Next, taking impressions. So, excuse me. So they assist in making like molds and impressions of patients' teeth for different purposes, including creating crowns, bridges, orthodontic devices, whatever the patient needs. And finally, front office duties. So, in addition to a lot of those clinical tasks, dental assistants a lot of the times will perform front office duties as well. Things like scheduling appointments, billing, managing patient records. And again, those tasks depend very heavily on the dental practice's size and specialization. So again, these are just kind of tasks and responsibilities in a nutshell. It'll change a little bit from office and practice, between all the offices and practices. But that's a general overview of the responsibilities of a dental assistant. So you can kind of get an idea of what a day looks like for them, right? So, with all of that in mind, let's list out the 20 skills that you need as a dental assistant. Again, great information to include on your resume, in your cover letter, and any other, application documents you may need to provide. And just really kind of assessing yourself and assessing, what skills you already possess and where you can kind of try to improve so that you can become better dental assistant. Okay, and just do the best job that you absolutely can. So let's list out these skills. Okay. So, number one, interpersonal skills. Well, with all of the tasks and duties in mind, that makes sense, right? You're working a lot with patients, with, your team members and office mates. So interpersonal skills are really crucial to help essentially build those relationships and build that trust, right? Those professional business relationships. Now, interpersonal skills is kind of a catch-all and includes a lot of different skills, which can include communication, nonverbal communication, active listening, problem solving, emotional intelligence, negotiation, leadership, decision making, conflict management, and teamwork. Okay, and some of these other ones you'll notice are kind of listed in this list that I'm going to continue with. But interpersonal skills, like I said, is just really kind of a catch-all and basically means your ability to, or your skill in and acumen in, building relationships with different people, essentially is what it is. And when you think about, all the people that you have to interact with on a daily basis as a dental assistant, it makes perfect sense, right? Next, number two, effective communication, right? So again, when you're, working with patients and you have to explain, procedures, answer questions, provide treatment, post-treatment instructions, you're essentially speaking with somebody that does not have the training and the knowledge that you have, supposedly, right? Usually not, right? They're not trained in the way that you are. So you have to be able to communicate these things in a way that they can understand. Okay. So that's essentially what effective communication means, so that you can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure the patient is well informed about their dental care and what actions they need to take in order to maintain their oral health, okay, and overall health. Okay. Number three is listening skills, right? So part of communication, part of interpersonal skills, arguably, but definitely deserves a spot on this 20 skill list, right? You need to be able to actively listen, right, to patients and to your office mates as well, to ensure that you are understanding what is being communicated to you so you can respond effectively. Number four, empathy and compassion, right? You're dealing a lot daily with patients who don't necessarily like going to the dentist, right? It can be anxiety inducing going to the dentist. Patients can expect to, or maybe they're expecting to experience some pain or discomfort, and that makes them a little bit anxious as well, especially depending on, the type of procedure that they're getting. So it can just make them a little bit anxious. So having that empathy and compassion um, can help you relate to the patient and also demonstrate that you understand them, that you hear them, and that you feel for them, and that they feel heard and cared for. Okay. Number five, team collaboration. So, again, you're working with other dental assistants, front office staff, dental hygienists, the dentist, office managers, and maybe other dental professionals. So you have to be able to collaborate with all of these different professionals effectively to ensure that the office runs smoothly and that operations continue. Okay. Teamwork also leads to better patient care, efficiency in the office, and improved overall job satisfaction for yourself and for your coworkers as well. Okay, so all good things. Number six is conflict resolution. In any position where you have to provide customer service or you're working with the public on a regular basis, conflict resolution is an essential skill. You have to be able to use your communication skills, your interpersonal skills, your listening skills to relate to the person that you are speaking to, usually a patient, right? And be able to understand what their frustrations are, and be able to provide solutions that help you to the other side of this obstacle, of this challenge. Okay. Excuse me. Number seven, organization skills, right? So when you're thinking about being a dental assistant and you have to, prepare patient rooms, where you have to sterilize equipment, perform front office tasks and administration tasks, organization is crucial. Everything having a place and everything in its place makes sure that the office just runs way more smoothly. Okay. You may also, and again, depending on the office, you may also have some responsibility in terms of like inventory for supplies and things of that nature. So organization skills also come into play if you have that responsibility. Okay. Next, attention to detail, right? So this one, is pretty obvious as well, because again, thinking about all those things I just listed, right? Sterilization, preparation, administration, attention to detail ensures that all those things are done correctly, accurately, and thoroughly, right? You especially want to pay close attention to detail when you are sterilizing equipment, and properly cleaning and sterilizing. Also, when you are updating patient records, it is crucial that you include as much detail as possible, concisely, preferably, but you also want to include a lot of detail to ensure that the information is accurate and thorough. Okay. Number nine, treatment support. Okay. So at the end of the day, the overall function of your office or practice is to treat patients, right? You have to have patients, you have to treat them in order for the office to continue functioning. So that means you have to provide treatment support to ensure that patients are helped, in the way and manner that they need to be helped, and also to ensure that your patients come back, right, for their annual cleanings, and also that they maintain their oral health after different treatments. Okay. Number 10, patient comfort and trust. Again, at the end of the day, patient is the most important person. Without patients, you don't have an office. So you have to ensure that your patients feel at ease by building trust and helping reduce anxiety. And that contributes to a positive patient experience, which is essential for patient retention and practice growth. Okay. You definitely want to establish that strong reputation as being patient focused and patient forward. Okay. Number 11, patient education. Again, you've got to be able to explain in a way that they can understand um, about, oral hygiene and the importance of oral hygiene practices, preventative care, and the like. Okay, so that the patient can do everything that they can to ensure that they don't run into issues, right, and oral health issues, right. Hopefully they're just coming in for cleanings and things like that, routine 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 appointments and those sorts of things. Obviously not always, but you definitely want to educate your patient in such a way that they take an active role in their own oral health. Okay. Number 12, professionalism. A lot of the times, dental assistants are, the first point of contact for patients, right? Which, makes sense given their tasks and responsibilities. They're usually the first point of contact. So, professionalism in your demeanor, your appearance, and your communication sets a positive tone for the dental practice and instills the confidence of patients as well, right? Number 13, cultural sensitivity. You are dealing with a lot of patients from diverse backgrounds, and they may have unique cultural needs and expectations. So it's important for you to do your best to relate to your patients and be culturally competent about your patient base, right? And that's not to say that you have to know everything about every culture everywhere so that you're thoroughly prepared. But, in examining your patient base and learning how to, build those relationships with them really helps ensure that you build those trusting relationships. Okay. And even if you're not that culturally competent with specific patients, having those interpersonal skills, those communication skills, those listening skills will at least show that you are making the attempt, that you're making the effort. And that can go a long way to really fostering that trust with that patient. Okay. Okay. Even if there are some kind of misunderstandings, your effort really does show professionalism and that you care about patient comfort. Okay. Number 14, infection control. Okay. So, again, sterilization and cleaning of properly cleaning equipment is a major part of a dental assistant's job. So, you have to know the basics of infection control so that you can effectively control infections and stop the spread of diseases. Okay. And create a very healthy environment, not just for your patients, but for you and for your coworkers as well. Number 15, dexterity. So, you're as a dental assistant, you're working with very small tools, very small spaces, so it helps to have manual dexterity to make sure that you can, or to ensure that you can effectively work in the space that you need to work in. Okay. Number 16, front office skills. Again, depending on the practice, you may be working in the front office and doing things such as scheduling, billing, maintaining patient records, and those sorts of things. So you really have to have that strong customer service and again, interpersonal skills and be able to um, provide exemplary patient service to the patients that you are aiding. Okay. Number 17, administrative skills. So kind of goes hand in hand with front office skills, right? So you have to be able to work in a front office and complete those administrative skills, right? So that means things like computer skills, being trained on, dental practice management software such as Eagle Software, Dentrix, and being able to use, office equipment, okay, effectively and correctly. Number 18, radiography. So, again, operating and understanding dental x ray equipment and techniques for capturing diagnostic images is a vital skill for dental assistants, since that's likely what you're going to be doing quite a bit of. Okay. Um, And also, making sure that you and the patient are safe while you are utilizing that equipment and making sure that you're doing it correctly. Number 19, dental materials. So, you have to have knowledge of and be able to know how to correctly use various dental materials and their applications, including impression materials and restorative materials as well. Okay. So you're working with a lot of dental equipment and a lot of dental materials. So you have to know again your dental terminology, what it's called, what it's used for, so that you can use it appropriately. Okay. That was number 19, which means that this next one is number 20, final lucky number 20. It's lucky today anyway. So, finally, on this list of 20 skills for dental assisting is multitasking, right? So, you're working with, multiple patients daily. You're having to accomplish a lot of different procedures and operations at the same time, so it's really important for you to be able to multitask, which includes things like being able to prioritize tasks, being able to move between tasks without losing focus, and ensuring they're all completed thoroughly and within deadline. Okay. Alrighty, so those are our 20 skills for dental assistants. Hopefully, you learned something today about what to include on your resume, about dental assisting, and where you can improve and become a better dental assistant, the best dental assistant you can possibly be for your patients and for your team and your practice. So, what other dental assisting skills do you think should be added to this list? Comment them below. And, again, let's help each other out. Um, Hi from Brazil. Oh, hi. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I think that's probably, gosh, I think Brazil is probably the farthest we've ever gotten. Um, so that's really awesome. Hi. Hello, Brazil. Thanks, Colleen. Learned a lot. You're so welcome, Heidi. Be sure to tune in next week when we will have a new topic covering your career in the dental industry. Until then, I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there. See you soon. Bye, everyone.